Hello guys and welcome back to a new tutorial. Today we are going to do this. So, select the default cube, press N to change the dimensions. I will make it 6 by 8 meters, and give it a height of 3.6. Move the cube top and level it with the ground. After that, delete this light source, and place the camera in the front view. Then, from the top, move it to the corner and rotate it on the Z-axis to a frame you see fit. We are going to change the frame dimensions to 960 by 1040. Also, in the camera settings, change the focal length to 28. Now, select the mesh and hit Tab to enter edit mode. First, this face will be a window, so delete it. Make a copy of the ceiling by selecting the face and hitting Shift D, then move it down a bit. And finally move those vertices back along the ceiling. This would make an area for the curtains and the hidden light. However, I end up not adding curtains to the windows because I liked it more with all glass, but the option is yours. Now, to add the window, we are going to use the Arch Pack add-on, so if you don't have it, jump to the add-on settings and turn it on. So, press Shift A and in the Arch Pack section, select Window, place it near the corner. I am turning on the snap just to level it on the Z-axis. After that, turn it off, and use the handles to scale the window so it fits the wall. If you press N, you will find the Arch Pack settings, and you can model the window as you like. For me, I am just going to change the glass panels to 4. From outside, just extrude this edge so it covers the window with the ceiling. Now, we need a world light. I am going to use an HDRI map, so, in the shading editor, switch to world shading, then, add an environment texture, open it and select the HDRI map. Switch to render view to see it. Now, to fix the view, first, go into the add-on settings and make sure the node wrangler is on. Then, while on the HDRI map, press Ctrl T to add those two nodes. In the mapping node, use the rotation on the Z until the view seems fit. Now in the render settings, if you are on heavy, switch to cycles, and check render region in the dimensions area for fast rendering in the viewport. I did hide the arch pack windows earlier, but, if you turn it back on, the scene will go dark. That's because the glass has no transparency yet, so for now leave it hidden. Now, inside edit mode, press Ctrl R to add a cut in the left wall. Then select this part and extrude it to outside a bit. Then again, split this narrow face and extrude the part as shown. After that, in the materials settings, I am going to separate the mesh into different materials. The ceiling, the floor and the walls will take a concrete materials. The part we extruded will take a wood one. So after adding those four materials, I need the wall material to be the base, so, use the arrows as shown to make it a top or change the names before assigning the faces to them. After that, select the ceiling and assign it to its material as shown, and again, assign the floor and the wood parts to its materials. Now, turn the Windows visibility on, then, select the windows and in the material setting find the glass material. In the shading editor, delete the principled BSDF node and replace it with transparent one. And that's it for the glass. The frame is either the inside or the outside material, so just change the color to figure this out. And then, in the material needed, delete the principled BSDF and change it with a glossy shader node. Now in the glossy node, make the color dark and make the roughness 0.2. The handle will take the same glossy material, so just delete one of the materials in it, and change the other from the material slider to the needed one. After that, to the walls material, select the mesh and inside edit mode, highlight the wall material faces as shown. Then, in the shading editor, add an image texture, open it and select one of the concrete bitmaps. While on this node, press Ctrl T to fix the scale. In the mapping node, change the scale on the X and Y to 8. Those faces shown like this because we extrude then and didn't apply transformation. However, they are not that into the shot, so just fix them with UV unwrapping. I am hitting you on the faces that I want to fix and selecting the first UV unwrapping option. Once you've finished, make the roughness 0.3 as shown, and switch to render view to see what we have. I think this wall need to be a bit darker. So, let us add a gamma correction node, place it as shown, make the value 1.4. After that, to the ceiling material, add an image texture, open it and select the concrete bitmap. Then, scale it as before using the mapping node until it seems fit. In the roughness value, make it 0.2 for now, and again, add a gamma node in the place shown, and make the value on it 1.2. The floor material, as we said before, it will be concrete. Add the map first as shown, then scale it with the mapping node to fit. I did rotate it by 90, then, add a gamma node and make it 0.8 in value. We also need the floor to be reflective, so change the roughness until it looks nice. .15 in the roughness is fine. I need the wall to be a bit darker, so, increase the gamma to 1.8. Once you finished that, let us add a model to the scene. Select the bed and copy it to the scene. Make a new collection for the bed model. Now move it around and place it in the area needed. After that, check it out in the render view. I am going to add hidden lights in the area near the wood part. So, press Shift A to add an area light in the scene, move it around and scale it to fit the area above the wood part as shown. In the light settings, make the color warm, and up the power to 40 for now. It looks nice, just make the power 30 or leave it as B. We are likely going to change it again after adding the wood material. Here, select the area light and make a copy of it, rotate it on the X-axis and place it to the area in the left wall as shown. Make the power 15 for now, and check it in the render view. After that, to the wood material, first add an image texture, open it and select the wood color bitmap. I did first try to fix it with the mapping node by scaling it, then, in the UV editor, make sure the faces are selected, and with the wireframe view, press U and select project from view, then scale it around until it fits. Once you're done with that, go back to the shading editor, add a gamma node and give it a value of 1.2 as shown. And again, we are going to add 2 more bitmaps, so add an image texture and copy it as shown, then, open the first one, add the glossy bitmap to it, and connect it to the specular input. The other one, add the bump map to it. We also need a bump node to connect it to the normal map, so do that as shown, and give the bump a height of 0.12. Go now into render view. The wood is a bit dark, so either fix it with the gamma value, or fix the light color in the area lamps, we are going to do both. The first light, turn it back to 40 in power and brighten up the color a bit. The second light will have the same color with a power of 25. Here, I just copied the area light to the right side. I am going to place it near the floor so it gives a TV vibes or something like that, and let us keep the same warm color, just scale it a bit to fit the area. Now, above the bed, add a cube. This will be a frame, so model it as you see fit. For me, I just scaled it from the camera perspective so it seems fit in the shot. Then, press Ctrl A to apply transformation, and in the edit mode, select the front face, press I to insert it, then, extrude it to inside a bit as shown. After that, in the material settings, add two materials for both the frame and the picture. Assign the highlighted face to the second one as shown. Now, for the frame, I am just going to make it dark in color, and give it some reflecting on both metallic and roughness values. In the second material, add an image texture. Open it to select the first picture, then, in the UV editor, fix it on both scale and rotation till it fits. Once you've finished with that, make a copy of it as shown. In the new copy, hit the number near the picture material name. We did this to change the picture in this frame alone, without changing it in the last one, so those frames we made are in the light collection and it doesn't really matter, but, with the right mouse button, move them to the first collection. Now, to make a carpet on the floor, add a cube in this area and scale it to fit a carpet shape. Make sure to place it on the ground. Then, in the edit mode, select the edges and bevel them. You might need to apply transformation first. Once you've finished, go to the Materials settings, in the Shading Editor, add an image texture for the carpet map, and connect it to the color input. After that, open the UV editor, press A to select all and scale it to fit. Switch to render view to see what we have. Make the roughness value 1 for the carpet material, and that's it. Let us bring the rest of the models before rendering the scene. So, as before, copy it to the scene using Ctrl-C and Ctrl-V process, then put them inside a new collection, and finally, move them around until it seems fit. And again, copy the chair model to the scene and place it as shown. In my channel you can find many models that is high in details, so, if you have another perspective, say like a sitting room or an office, just visit the channel and download the models for that. Follow the same simple steps in modeling and lighting, and render some nice shots that you can add to your CV. Now, once you've finished with the chair model, to the render settings, switch to GPU if you have a good one, then increase the samples count to something around 1200. In the max light bounces, make the diffuse and glossiate in value. You can turn off the caustics for faster rendering. Then, in the Dimension tab, double the resolution on both X and Y as shown. And finally in the Scene tab, turn on the denoising option, and that's it guys, stay sharp, goodbye.